It's not their fault, Mom. The blueprints are wrong.
Tell them it doesn't matter whose fault it is. I just want them to move it.
Okay. Shut up now, okay? All right, this is it. La Mesa está...
We've already had this conversation, Mr. Stapleton. Está bien, no me molesta.
No, I've been watching you, kid. How'd you like a job for the next 3 weeks? Kind of an after-school kind of thing. I'll pay you $5 an hour for on-the-spot translation.
Well, actually, I have a job. I'm a doctor.
He putting me on? Only in L.A. Yeah, I can see how that could be a little bit of a problem there. What is this?
I know you said fresh. They only had frozen.
You know, Doc, I get kind of a pain right here. Hits me behind the shoulder blades. Whenever I lift this arm.
Well, then, Bill, don't lift that arm. Is there any way we can hurry this job along?
I'm going as fast as I can, Catherine.
Hello? Yes, he's here. But he's busy.
Oh, no, I'll take it. It's probably a tile man. I'm having some problem with deliveries. Yeah. Hey, listen, I don't care if they're having a big problem in Detroit. I want what I want. Yeah. And what I want is 500 on the Pistons against the Lakers. What kind of price can you give me on the Knicks and the Trailblazers?
What is this? Caesar's Palace now?
Now, honey, we knew there were going to be some problems.
Yes.
Healthy? No other injuries or suspensions or nothing?
Can't open my own refrigerator, Catherine. Mr. Stapleton,
Could you wait a
you
minute?
and I are going to have a conversation.
David,
Okay, Ron.
don't
okay,
antagonize him. They're almost finished.
Give me $40 on the Knicks.
It'll only make things worse.
Could it possibly get any worse?
I don't know. Sure, they've been having
Hi, sweetheart. Mom?
I don't want to rain on your parade, David, but is that island supposed to be there?
Say that again, Ron. There's a lot of noise going on here.
Finally did it. Retirement.
Wow.
Yeah, lifelong dream. No more blueprints. No more blisters. No. Yeah, this contractor has finally hung up his tool belt.
Your father and I have bought a motorhome. We plan on driving across country from Monterey to Palm Beach.
Room to let 50 cents.
But of course, we had to make this our first stop.
Well, we don't want to hold you up. America is a vast country. This pressed wood in here?
What do you mean? That's solid oak, mister.
Solid oak, huh? Sounds pretty flimsy to me.
Who is this?
Why don't we go into the living room?
Doogie, I hope you're not going to be too busy these days. I was hoping we'd get to know each other after all the years we've missed. How long do you think that's going to take, Don? Calm down, David. We're only going to be staying the weekend.
Why don't you fly out and join us later on, sweetheart? We're going to some wonderful places.
Have you ever been to Graceland, Doogie? You know you can look right into the bathroom where the king keeled over.
Well, that sounds like fun, Grandpa. I'll think about it. Oh, gosh, look at the time. I gotta get ready for work.
Doug, I saw the Winnebago in the driveway. I thought to myself, old people. Is Demon Don back in town?
Yes. And he wants to take me to Elvis's bathroom.
What happens to people when they get old? It's like they lose all sense of shame. They make pilgrimages to Graceland. They wear pink socks. All they can talk about is their aches and pains and Ellis Island.
Tell me about it. That is Grandpa's favorite story, how the O'Briens came over on the boat from Ireland with nothing but a sack of potatoes between them.
Same with my grandfather. Just substitute Naples and God. And he wonders why nobody would sit next to him in steerage.
And then, just when you thought things were going to be okay, along comes the Depression.
Bread lines.
No shoes.
Everybody saving paper bags. Son, you don't know how good you got it. Bill. Speaking of unemployment, you think I could borrow the Chevy? My car's in the shop.
You crazy? You'll be lucky if my dad ever lets you look at that car again.
Oh, come on, dude. Cut me a break here. I mean, I already owe your old man $2,500 for wrecking it. I got a hunt for work to pay it off.
Forget it.
Oh, man. I'm up to my ears in debt. I got no job, no car. The most I'm gonna earn is minimum wage. Standing over a vat of French fries, wearing some dumb hairnet. Oh, do you think I'm gonna be telling this pitiful story to my grandkids?
Right.
You know, I never get sick. And this is the first time I've ever fainted.
Well, there's a nasty flu going around. But don't worry, you're in good hands with Dr. Howser.
Don't worry, honey.
I love your accent. Where did you say you were from?
Fordham, Louisiana. Small town, but the people have the biggest hearts in the entire South.
Well, Mrs. McDonald, the good news is it's not the flu. In fact, you're not sick at all. You're pregnant.
Oh, God. Dennis, what are we gonna do?
That's the big reason she wanted to move to L.A. Get away from all the bad memories.
Well, how many children in her family have died?
Her brother died when he was 4. Her nephew didn't make it to 3. But it wasn't just Nora's family. Seemed like everybody in town knew somebody who'd lost a child to it. I can remember my grandparents talking about babies who died years ago.
Has there been any research done, any speculation by local doctors?
Plenty. No answers. Babies are born healthy and then they just seem to waste away. Anyway, when nobody could tell me and Nora what was happening, we decided not to have any children. I mean, you can understand that, can't you? I guess what I'm trying to tell you is that I don't think my wife and I are gonna want to have this baby.
Look, Mr. McDonald, I understand your anxiety, but please don't make any decisions right now. Just give me some time to find out more about this. It starts with the loss of motor functions at about 6 months, then progressive spasticity, emaciation, grand mal seizures.
Okay, let's spitball. Cerebral palsy.
It sounds like it, but in a way it's more devastating. I mean, these kids are all dead before they reach 5.
All right, a genetic disorder.
ALS.
That isn't until much later in life. Tay-Sachs.
No, that's passed through Eastern European Jews. This is a Catholic family from Louisiana.
Muscular dystrophy.
I tested them. The serum CK was low normal. I'm telling you, my best hunch is it's environmental, some pollutant.
Lead poisoning.
No, I checked it out. It's got to be something.
And look at that door. There's a 6-inch gap under that one. I haven't leveled it yet. You couldn't level that with a bulldozer.
More coffee, Mom? Oh, yes, dear. Thank you.
Look at this pass-through here. It's much too small. Hey, look at these hinges. 85 cents a pop. You're charging my daughter $1.50.
That's what it
Hello,
costs.
sweetheart.
You want to see
I was hoping that was the TV.
I'd like to take a look at your math. Where'd you get your contractor's license anyway? From a mail order catalog?
Okay, buddy.
That's it. Lady,
Life's too short. Either he goes or I go.
Catherine, this man's a charlatan. And this kitchen will blow over in a strong wind. He's robbing you blind.
I'm waiting.
Tell him, Katie Bug.
He's my father.
Fine.
Fine? Not fine.
Hey, go.
Okay.
Mr. Stapleton, you can't quit. You're not finished. And nobody would take over. Please. We can work this out. We're civilized people. Here. Would you like some orange juice? I found fresh.
Mrs. Howser, all the orange juice in California couldn't make up for what I've been through. Goodbye.
Stop. Please.
Está okay, sir.
Boys, I'm only paying you for half a day.
Oh,
Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Dad, look at my kitchen.
Just thank your lucky stars that I'm here, Catherine. Otherwise, you'd really be in trouble.
Don, dear, you are not thinking of doing this whole job by yourself, are you?
Oh, Grandma's right, Grandpa. You're supposed to be retired. This is a big project. You can't do this by yourself.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Ladies, meet the team of O'Brien and Howser. So there we were, the 5 of us. With nothing between us but a few battered suitcases. I was 10 years old. Oh, we waited for hours in that great immigration hall, surrounded by Poles and Russians and Italians, all of them talking different languages.
Like the Tower of Babel.
Like the Tower of Babel. Then there was the medical examination.
Nail fungus.
Well, this boy in front of me, he had a bad case of nail fungus. So what are you two doing anyway? This is his work. It's not a sandbox.
Mr. O'Brien, you know, I am a student. The most physical work I've done all this year is erasing.
Put your backs into it. That's the trouble with kids today. It's soft. When we got off that boat, it was understood that I was going to work, even though I was barely old enough to tie my own shoelaces. We just had to roll up our sleeves and sort of fend for ourselves. Irene, there's any coffee in that motorhome? Irene?
Malone. Doug. Doug, this is slave labor. It's like we're building the pyramids without the oxen.
At least you're getting paid.
Yeah, slave wages. You know, by the time I pay your father back, he's gonna be so old, he'll be drooling all over the check.
Yeah, well, just be happy. When this is over, you get to go home. I've got to sit here and listen to my grandfather's stories for the rest of my life.
Man, I feel like I can go on Jeopardy and, like, sweep the Blarney category.
You think that's bad? Wait till we get to the first house he ever built. When we go through that thing board by board. There we were, just the four of us, with nothing but a few rusty tools between us. We lived on potato skins. Actually, it was a depression, so we didn't even get the whole skin. We just got the eyes. Yeah. One day, my Uncle Liam, he gave me his potato skin and said, "Here, son, I want you to have this. Keep it as a family heirloom." See, that's the trouble with kids today. They don't know what it's like to roll up your sleeves and eat a potato skin. Well, faith and begorra to you.
I don't think that's very funny.
So that's what you think of your heritage, huh?
No, Grandpa.
You realize how different your life might have been if we hadn't got on that boat? Suppose you've been too busy making fun of me. Just a stupid old man, never been to college, and you're the big doctor. Well, you may have all the degrees in the world, but there are a lot of things that you don't understand.
Grandpa, I'm sorry.
I'm proud of my family, boy. I'm proud of what we've accomplished. Pulling ourselves up from nothing.
I know.
I'm proud of you, too, damn it. Man spends his whole life trying to give his family opportunities that he never had. Because he wants them to be better than he was. And one day they are better, you know. They're better educated, they're more successful. Then they make him feel like he hasn't got anything to offer.
Oh, that's not true, Grandpa. I know you can teach me things.
You don't act like it.
I'm sorry. I was being stupid.
Shouldn't have blown up at you. Short fuse.
Hey, I understand. I've got a short fuse, too.
Boy, that's an O'Brien legacy. Frank O'Brien, your great-great-uncle, he was the worst. They hung him for it.
For yelling at his grandson?
No, he killed a man in a bar fight back in County Cork.
Really? You mean there's a murderer in our genes?
Yep.
Cool.
My grandfather told me this. And the whole story. He was there, you know, for the execution. Oh, yeah. They brought poor old Frank out in a cart. He's all dressed in white, you know. The costume of the day. And the street third sight with women. And a big old strapping fella called Patrick. He was quite a character. said they had 2 hands the size of 2 hams.
Now, is this Patrick the bricklayer, right?
No, this is Patrick, the prize fighter.
I hope you don't mind my saying so, Mr. O'Brien, but there seems to be a strong belligerent streak in your family.
Well, O'Brien never walked away from a fight. Of course, the men were all afraid of Patrick, but the women, they were all over him. He was kind of like an Irish Frank Sinatra. And that's the reason he had to come to America, right there.
What, he left his own country to escape women? What, is he an idiot?
No. He had a romantic streak in him. He just fell for the wrong sort of women.
It's my favorite kind.
Was she married?
Worse, she was a Protestant. And their families wouldn't let them marry, so they had no choice but to leave.
I can't believe it. They had to leave their own country because they came from different religions?
You read your history books, boy, you'll see that this country was built by refugees from religious persecution. I mean, look, you have your Catholics, you have your Puritans, and your Jews. I mean, it was really a terrible thing. I mean, they came here afraid. I'm so afraid they changed their names and hid their beliefs, just trying to feel safe.
Say that again, Grandpa.
What?
The last part about the religious persecution.
Well, it was awful. And whole families lost their heritage. That's why it's important to keep alive where you come from.
That's it. That's it. Thank you, Grandpa. I gotta go to the hospital.
Oh, sure. He always pulls that doctor crap anytime he wants to get out of anything. Never works when I try it.
Yes. I did a lot of research, but kept coming up against a brick wall. Then my grandfather said something that gave me the clue to the whole mystery.
What?
Well, he started talking about religious persecution. See, hundreds of years ago, Jews from all over Europe fled to America to escape religious persecution. For extra security, some of them moved to remote areas of the country, changed their names, even converted to other religions.
I'm sorry, but what's this got to do with us?
Well, everything. See, there are isolated pockets of this country where people are of Jewish descent without realizing it. Places like Louisiana.
But, Doc, our families are Catholic.
Well, now they are. See, the disease you described to me has all the characteristics of a genetic disorder called Tay-Sachs. But nobody suspected it because Tay-Sachs is passed down in the genes of Eastern European Jews.
So now you're saying that's what killed my brother?
Nora, I'm sure of it. I had your parents tested. They're both carriers of the gene. A geneticist in New Orleans, a Dr. Shapira, has found the same problem in other communities near yours.
So then, our baby has it too.
Well, I tested your blood samples. Neither of you is a carrier. There is no reason to think your baby won't be born perfectly healthy. Here, Grandpa.
Are we ready yet?
Yeah, just a minute, Dad.
Don, dear, it's getting cold out here.
All ready, men. Hit that circuit breaker, Doogie.
Got it, Grandpa.
beautiful. Oh, it's elegant.
This is magnificent, Don. You've really done us proud.
Had some very good men working with me.
Oh, Dr. H. I hate to introduce the delicate subject of money at such a warm family moment.
What do I owe you, Vincent?
Well, let's see. 18 hours at $5 an hour. That's $105.
$90.
Oh, right. My mistake.
Mm-hmm. $90.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Oh. Well, that's a load off my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Only a mere $2,410 to go.
Vincent, when you factor in the commitment and enthusiasm you put into this project, I'm inclined to call it, even. What would you say to that?
I'd say thank you. Oh, thank you. God bless you, Dr. H.
Come on.
I love you.
Vincent, stand up. Stop it.
You ever driven one of these things? Oh, I tell you, it's like being king of the road. And you should see the heads it turns. I mean, the girls go crazy for this thing.
I'll bet.
Come on, Irene. The open road. You calling?
Don't rush me.
Well, guess we made up for a little lost time.
More than a little. I'm gonna miss you, Grandpa.